So today I'm gonna react to the Marriagetoxin anime teaser trailer. This came out 2 days ago. I think this is a new anime coming out in 2025. I'm no, sorry, 2026. I don't think it's coming out in fall 2025. But let's check it out and see how it is. Okay, so I guess his ultimate goes to find a wife. All right. Okay. I think this might be like what's the other called? The one with the this with the gangster that is also very toxic. The relationship. Can't remember the name. There's one with the gangster that is also very, very toxic. I tried to remember, I can't remember the name, but it was from 2024. I think it was in the fall of 2024. Was one with the gangster with the guy is part of a gang, I think unofficially, and he's with the one of the gang boss's daughter. I can't remember the name. Let me know in the comment section if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's from 2024. I think fall of 2024. One of the better series from fall of 2024. But this kind of reminds me of that because this does look very toxic. Could be interesting. It's definitely a teaser. I don't really see too many details about it. I guess the guy's gonna use them to help him find a wife, which I guess gonna be her. Not bad. I don't know if there's a manga or something like that that this is based on because I don't know if I think this is probably there's a manga. Nowadays they're also making anime based on webtoons and webcomics, so it's not impossible for it to be that too. And those tend to be okay. Usually the quality of animation tends to be pretty much lower than everything else. But this looks okay. Let me know in the comment section if you guys know if this is based on a manga or something else. I don't think this is an original anime series. They don't make those too often. I think they will start making more often because I do really decide to run now a manga to animate. That's what they're going through webcomics, webtoons. They're trying really hard to find things to basically make an anime out of because they're kind of running low on manga. They could try to focus on classic ones, which sometimes they do, and actually make a remake that follows the manga to the T. That would be great. I've yet to see them do that frequently. A lot of times when they do, like you say, yeah, sir, they kind of cut a lot of things out, which is the exact opposite of what I want them to do. It'd be cool to see a Yu Yu Hakusho remake that just follows the manga, no fillers, straight to the point. That would be cool. Or One Piece too, because One Piece anime needs to have a remake. I know we have One Piece, so there's that. But this one, again, just to go back to what I was talking about, this one looks interesting. It's anime romance thing, but toxic. Probably check it out. I don't know if it comes out in 2026. Let me see again the trailer. Assassin meets Mary Swindler, the ultimate duo on the toughest mission for love. TV anime premieres in 2026. Okay, so it is 2026, the premiere of this anime series. All right, that it makes sense. Now we're gonna get more new trailers for 2026. I'm gonna assume this is either winter, spring 2026, maybe fall, summer. I don't really know. It could be something much later. I'm still waiting for Having Delusion season two, which I don't know if that will come out at all. I hope so. I know Disney did a horrible job at advertising the anime series, even though they're the ones who the owners of it. They do that a lot because they don't want people to have that image that Disney is now very mature. Like, I don't see a problem with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with Disney being more mature than what people think because it's kind of getting old with all the childish, crappy Disney films that have been coming now and the horrible CGI ones. Kind of tired of Disney. So they want my attention. Now they're grown adults. They have to do a little bit more, and they do, but they don't advertise it enough, and they don't do enough of it really. But that's a whole other rant that won't really be going any further right now. But this one looks interesting. So it's 2026. Yeah, my wife and I will check it out. Don't know if it's gonna be good. Sometimes they're very okay, and sometimes they just get very repetitive. So That's what like anime series. It's very hard to find something quality based. That's what I want. I want something like from Malcolm's Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter, Cowboy Bebop, um, House of the Ultimate is also pretty good. More so like that, Attack on Titans. Like I want something more interesting. I know something like that. Whether it's romance or not, just something that is really well written plot. That is not just pure fighting all the time or boring romance moments that are not really interesting. It's just something that is really well written and really does a good job as a full series. But those, they're really few in between. I want something more deeply serious. Like even though I enjoy One Piece, I will argue that um the whole after they did the training, post of it, basically after the whole 2 year training arc, it kind of got boring. Basic time post time skip One Piece is not as good as pre time skip One Piece. Pre time skip One Piece still has, in my opinion, the best moments in One Piece, especially from Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. In many ways, they really had the best moments there. Even more so with Zoro for many reasons. And just post time skip is kind of it can be very convoluted many arcs, especially Dressrosa, and just I've been kind of getting tired of a lot of the just not much good character development, and just trying to get fights after fights without much good plot. Like there are a lot of arguments why post time skip One Piece is not as good as pre time skip One Piece. I'll make a separate video about that later. But anyway, let me know in the comment section if you guys gonna watch the series, if you're excited for it, and if you know anything that can let me know if it's gonna be worthwhile. Sometimes people mention that sometimes I was thinking of watching. So people say, hey, this is not really worthwhile to watch. The manga's not even that good. Doesn't mean I will not give at least one episode chance. I tend to do that unless something I can tell is not my taste at all. I'll usually watch one episode and that's it. Um, and that's probably the end of it. But still give me a perspective. Think this is worthwhile now, and I can always let you know when I have more time to make a maybe a podcast or something and talk about it if I liked or not. Not everything that I'm not into this is necessarily bad. It's just not my taste. That's in general how it is. Some things are arguably bad, but other things is just not my taste. But if you like this video, like and subscribe, watch this TikTok files on TikTok and support us on Patreon. All right, guys, have a good day.